Where were you in 75 tonight at 7:30?
Cigars.
I want a fabulous air freshener, too.
Yeah, well, it's an improvement over that perfume you're wearing. Where did you get that stuff, anyway?
Raven left a bottle.
Raven? Ah, well, that figures.
All right, listen, tell me. Where did you drive Mr. Whitney and Raven to lunch?
The Trianon.
Oh, Trianon. A little posh, isn't it?
Listen, honey, the Trianon is the poshest of the posh. It's the most expensive restaurant in Monticello. Raven Alexander is getting the royal treatment today. Sky Whitney is wasting no effort and no money. Listen, you should have seen him in the limo, all charm. I nearly choked.
I don't understand. Why is he turning it on like that? I thought he despised the woman.
Of course he does, my dear. You heard him ranting and raving against her. He hates her with a passion.
Why, then? One minute he treats her like dirt. Next minute he takes her to a fancy restaurant. He must want something.
He sure does. I overheard Spencer talking about it to Mr. Whitney. It seems that Raven Alexander has in her possession a certain key that he wants very badly. I mean, I could have sworn it was one of the keys to the kingdom.
That important, huh?
Apparently. So today he's trying to coax her out of it. And, speaking of coaxing, why don't you come right over here and let's see what I can coax out of you.
Your table, Mr. Whitney?
Thank you. Will this be all right?
Oh, yes. Oh, I haven't been here since right after I was married.
I hope it pleases you.
Yes, it reminds me.
Of what?
Nothing.
I must say you're looking very lovely today, Raven.
Thank you.
When I see you looking like this, that portrait of you just doesn't do you justice. What have you done with it, by the way?
It's in storage.
I can't say I'm very fond of the painting of my father I've put in its place.
That is your father? I saw it today. It's nice.
Oh, no, I'll have to find something else. But it will take some doing to find a substitute as beautiful and compelling as your portrait.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by All Vegetable Crisco. Crisco makes pie crust flaky. And by Prell, the shampoo that frees your hair to be beautifully full and thick.
What she got and got a lot of, lots of hair from Prell. Lots of fullness, lots of thickness, lots of hair from Prell. Goodbye limp, goodbye flat, got lots of this and lots of that. Got lots of hair from Prell.
A little Prell leaves you looking like you got lots of hair. Prell gives you lots of rich, thick lather to lift up every single strand for lots of rich, lots of thick, lots of full.
Hey, Prell, thanks a lot, sir.
Get the hair that's got a lot of, get lots of hair. Get lots of hair. Get lots of hair. From Prell.
When we have a party, you'll find me dancing, and you'll find Doolittle eating. There's some mighty good Crisco cooks around here, and they all try to outdo each other. So they're always coming up with some great new Crisco recipes, like crispy potato puffs.
Don't taste greasy.
And peach tarts, flaky crust. Oh, boy, Annie, those look good.
They're shrimp croquettes.
Oh, how'd you make them?
Well, first you chop up your shrimp.
Add flour, milk, onions, and spices. Then you mold them and deep fry in Crisco until they're golden brown and crispy. Then you top them with this cream sauce.
That's good cooking, Ma. Why don't you get the recipe?
I will if you get up there and dance.
Look for Loretta's recipes in your favorite women's magazines.
Crisco will be proud every time. Get it, honey, get it.
Your handwriting's improving. Pietro, you want to know about Pietro? Mike and I talked to him for a couple of hours the other day. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to have any of the... Oh, really? Poppy Johnson?
How do you do?
I'm Derek Mallory. How are you?
Hello.
So, when you get out?
Tonight? Are you sure?
Tonight. Did Miles tell you that?
Oh, Damien, that's wonderful
No,
news.
I don't know if that's such a good idea. I mean, you're going to be home all by yourself, not able to take care of yourself, do shopping, do anything like that. You wouldn't even be able to use the phone to call for help if you had to. You're supposed to take a rest for a while. Maybe you ought to think about staying here where people can care for you.
Say now, just hold on a minute. I'm a big, strong girl, and I can talk a mile a minute. Just ask anybody. My boss just gave me a week's vacation, so I'm volunteering to take care of Damien. How about it?
Fresh, Gavin?
Yes, please.
Doctor?
Yeah, thank you, honey. It was a wonderful lunch.
Yes, it was.
Well, I'm just sorry that Jody wasn't able to join us.
Well, she's worn out. Better for her to sleep than to eat.
I hate to see her like this. This thing has really shaken her up, hasn't it?
Yes, it has, Gavin.
Well, maybe now that Pietro has been arrested, that'll be an end to it.
After what she told me yesterday, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. After the news of Pietro's father and brothers being killed in Eden, she's gotten even more emotional about this whole thing. She doesn't believe the story that Chad gave her, that the Campbells are subversives and were shot while trying to escape from prison. No. She thinks they were executed, or to use her words, murdered. I wonder if it can be true.
I don't know. It's difficult to know the truth from this distance.
I just don't know why she doesn't accept Chad's version of the story. After all, he's in a position to know.
Look, to be fair, it's possible Chad's version is prejudiced. After all, his father is the president of the country.
Yes, well, I think she has romanticized this whole thing out of all proportion.
So do I. Maybe she's even fallen for this guy, Pietro. Well, no, I've heard of this thing happening, a kind of sympathetic rapport that's built up between the kidnapper and the victim. It would explain why she's so emotional about his cause.
Yes, hello. Mike, how are you? Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, sure. No, we're all here. No, I don't have an appointment until later this afternoon. All right. Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. Mike Carr wants to stop by. I don't know why, but he said he'd be here shortly.
Hey, Sammy.
Yeah?
It's Eddie. How are you?
Eddie, all right.
Listen, I want to thank you for introducing me to that lovely lady. She was magnificent. What a pair of legs. What form. I mean, it was incredible. She won that race by 3 lengths, that little filly. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I told you she was going to win, didn't I?
Oh, I made a ton of money. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send that filly about 24 bushels of apples. In fact, you know what? 2,000 pounds of sugar cubes. I'm making the only filly in horse racing with diabetes. Incredible. Listen, I owe you, kid. I want to tell you right now, okay? I'm going to take you to a nice dinner, fancy French restaurant, the whole works.
Eddie, I don't like that French stuff.
Hey, you got to stop eating macaroni, you know. You're going to wind up getting big as a horse, huh? I'll talk to you, Sammy. Goodbye.
All right.
Eddie. Joe, don't you ever smile. You look like you just run over your favorite drug dealer. What is it?
Mr. Renaldo. Well, good afternoon. Always nice to see you, Mr. Lorimer.
Mr. Renaldo, this is quite a surprise. I wasn't expecting you.
Well, I'm very sorry I did not let you know that I was coming, but the circumstance made the decision quite sudden.
Oh, well, look, have a seat. How about a drink? Get the man a drink.
No, thank you. I never indulge.
That's right. You know, I keep forgetting you're not a drinker.
Well, we must never forget the little detail, should we? It is the little detail make all the difference between success and failure. Do you not agree, Mr. Lorimer?
Yeah, you're quite right. So, what can I do for you? I mean, why the visit?
Well, we have felt that you should know, Mr.
Oh, wait a
Lorimer.
minute. What's this we stuff? I mean, who's we?
The board of directors. We feel that you should know we are not very happy with what is going on here at Monticello. It is really quite discouraging.
Hey, look, we did exactly what you told us to do. We never laid a finger on that chick.
There have been certain developments, meaning certain measures should have been taken. Decisions should have been made at the lower levels, such as yours. Hey. I assume this is what we pay you for.
Listen, we can handle any problem you got. You just name the problem, we'll take care of it.
This is the problem, Mr. Lorimer. Our worst fears are coming true. You'll notice is a report of the arrest of a certain fanatic called Pietro, the one who kidnapped this Julie Travis. You'll notice there is very little report about the motive. In our opinion, too little. It means the police are concealing it for their own purposes.
I think I'm starting to get the drift here.
A little bit too late, I would say. It is our opinion this Julie Travis may have befriended the Pietro and gone over to their side. Do you understand the importance of this?
Yeah, I think I do.
You think you do? Bravo, commentatore, che cosa dice. It means that she may do as they wish. It means she may be ready to declare herself as the true descendant of the Mater of Eden. That is all this rabble need to suddenly explode and to throw out the corrupt rulers of their country. Now, we are sitting on a time bomb, Lorimer. Before it detonates, something must be done!
You don't often think of a product as a friend of the family, but that's the way I think of Tylenol. Tylenol is the only thing we use when we need a pain reliever, whether it be a headache, a sore shoulder, too much motorcycle riding, whatever it is. Tylenol is the only thing we have in the house. Do you know how I first discovered Tylenol? I was in the hospital having my son Andrew. They gave me Tylenol and it worked just great. That was 14 years ago, and we've been using Tylenol ever since. Turns out, Tylenol's the pain reliever hospitals use most. That says a lot to me, because a hospital is responsible for you. And if they trust Tylenol, you know you can trust it.
For relief you can trust. Trust Tylenol. Hospitals do. Tylenol in regular and extra strength.
Tylenol is the only pain reliever I give my family. It works, and I know I can trust it. I can't think of a better way to describe a good friend.
You want to know something, Nora? I would buy a ticket to hear the conversation between Sky Whitney and Raven Alexander at that restaurant.
So would I. A couple of worthy adversaries.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who's going to win.
I think it's too close to call.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. I'd put my money on Raven. I've seen that lady in action, and she can be pretty impressive. She gets everything she wants.
Mm-hmm. Well, so does Sky Whitney.
Well, what does he want? He's got the whole world already.
No, he's not. He wants something more.
Like what?
Something he wants very badly. The Monticello News.
What in the world does he want with that?
Are you kidding? Prestige, power. Listen, baby, you own a newspaper today. Now that is power. Only, I think he's fresh out of luck. Mr. Scarborough, the publisher, he won't sell.
Too bad.
Hey, Nora, how would you like to lay a little bet on the outcome of the meeting down there at the Triana?
All right.
5 will get you 10, and I'll bet on Mr. Whitney.
Okay, I'll take Raven.
You got it. Now, listen, baby. How's about you and me taking care of a little business?
Oh, I have a little business I have to take care of upstairs, so I'll be free later.
Okay. Hey, listen, you run right on upstairs. I'll be up in just a little bit and give you a hand, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, woo-woo. Hello, sweetheart.
Who is this?
This is your greatest admirer, Gunther Wagner.
What do you want?
What do I want? Hey, listen, baby, I got a great idea. How's about you and me going out for dinner some night soon, huh? And then I'll tell you what I want.
I'm busy that night.
Who was that?
Godzilla!
Listen, I'm going to get to you soon, baby. Oh, Nora. Hey, where are you, baby?
I'm 30 years old.
So am I.
One of these skiers is fooling us because she's not 30 years old at all. She's 44-year-old Barbara Gould, mother of 3. Can you tell who's who? Take a good look. Now, look at their hands. Even they don't give us a clue. Her secret, she cares for her hands, and part of her hand care program is mild ivory liquid.
Doing dishes every day for a family of 5, I wouldn't put my hands into anything but mild ivory liquid. I love those thick, rich suds because they help my hands stay young looking. And even the dirtiest dishes come out really clean.
Still can't tell who's who, huh?
Mom! Come on, the snow's great. Darling, you gave me away. Yes, I'm the 44-year-old. I like my hands to look young, and ivory liquid really helps.
Mild ivory liquid helps your hands stay young looking.
Cammy all over, bright Miss Bonnie Lynn. There's a glow in her skin, soft and clean to make a man look twice. And the coconut soap helps it look so nice. She's Cammy all over.
Camay is the only leading beauty bar that's 1/2 coconut soap for creamier lather to feel soft all over.
Down to her toes, as soft as a rose. She used Camay all over.
Camay for beautiful skin all over.
I cannot believe that bald ape asked me out to dinner. He'd probably eat nothing but bananas.
Now, why would Sky Whitney's chauffeur ask you for a date?
Oh, Didi. It's my fatal charm. And in this case, fatal is probably a good word.
You didn't do anything to encourage him, did you?
Of course not, Didi. I am scared to death of him.
Maybe that encouraged him. Have you said anything to Cliff about this?
Oh, Didi, I can't tell Cliff. Cliff would rip him apart. I don't want Cliff to hurt Gunther.
Oh, definitely. Poor suggestion, right.
All I want is for this Gunther guy to leave me alone.
Well, keep on giving him the cold shoulder like you just did, and I'm sure even that big oaf will get the message eventually.
I hope so. Oh, my gosh.
Relax. I'll get it. Don't worry, it's only Troy.
Are you sure?
Mitzi, I know my own brother. Hi.
Hi, Guy.
Hey, Mitzi, how's my favorite sister's favorite roommate?
Oh, could be better. You guys, I am off to wash my hair.
I thought you just washed your hair.
I did, but I gotta do something while you guys talk business.
Well, have a seat. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, all better now, but don't tell your boyfriend. I mean, Detective Stoner. Just let him think I'm still suffering from his brutality.
Troy, how many times do I have to tell you that Calvin Stoner is not my boyfriend?
It's all right. All right, look, baby, don't start with me today, okay? And why don't you just get your little brother a nice cold beer, eh?
All right. Anyway, I'm glad that you came by, because there is something I want to talk to you about.
What?
I might be able to work something out with court. With Calvin's cooperation, I might be able to get the charges changed from a felony to a misdemeanor.
Meaning?
Meaning no trial. Now, you may have to pay a fine, and you may be able to work out your punishment by spending a week at the City Youth Center.
Wait a minute, youth center? Yeah, no, I ain't doing it. No way.
I don't believe you, Troy. Do you realize how lucky you are?
Look, Didi, I got me a job now. I ain't got time for that kind of kid stuff.
No problem. You'll work at the youth center at night.
Yeah.
That way it won't interfere with your job. I really don't see where you have too much of a choice. It's either that or you go back to prison for a 3rd time. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
And about that job of yours, take my advice. Get another one.
No way, big sis. You see, I got me a job in the big time now, and baby, I am going places.
I hope everything is very clear, Mr. Latimer.
Perfectly clear, Mr. Renaldo.
Are there any questions?
No. No questions at all.
Va bene.
Oh! Excuse me, I didn't realize...
Mr. Renaldo, this is my secretary, Poppy Johnson. Poppy, this is Mr.
How do
Renaldo.
you do, I'm sure.
It's a great pleasure to Miss Johnson. I must compliment you on your staff, Mr. Lorimer. Yes, indeed. I certainly approve of your choice.
What a swell thing to say.
Yes, and sincerely meant, Miss Poppy Johnson.
Poppy, yeah.
Well, you know more to accomplish here this afternoon, now that we have this understanding, Mr. Lorimer?
We certainly do, Mr. Renaldo, absolutely.
Very well, I'll be on my way.
Have a good trip.
Good afternoon, all.
Poppy, how many times have I told you never to come into my office when I'm having a meeting? Huh? Now, what are you doing here? What the hell are you doing
I
here?
knew you'd be here, Eddie, and I wanted to ask you a question.
What's the question?
May I take my week's vacation now? I want to spend it with a sick aunt.
Take a week. Take a month. Go to Hawaii. Knit yourself a hula skirt. Just get out. Okay?
Yeah.
Get out.
Thanks.
This is turning into a sheer delight, Ray.
Well, are you that surprised?
No, not at all. It's just that I wasn't really expecting it.
Oh, I knew it was going to happen. I knew you'd fall in love with me as soon as you met me. You just hated me because you hated Jeff Brown and you thought you should hate me, too.
Well, I'm sure you realize the pressure I was under, Raven. All those months spent lying flat on my back thinking of the injustice done me. One doesn't get over those things overnight.
Well, it depends on the night.
This night might go far in making me see things differently. But I can't really expect you to change your feelings toward me.
What do you mean?
I know how you felt about what I did, or what I was forced to do, rather. Strip you of those things you thought of as yours.
Yes, I was rather upset about that.
I can't make you understand, can I? The sense of violation I felt, the outrage. It's like having your house robbed. You feel dirty, sullied. That's the way your husband made me feel.
Could we change the subject?
I need to feel clean again, Raven. I need to feel clean so that you and I can start clean.
What do you mean?
I mean that there are still little things bothering me, loose ends. And I know that when those loose ends are tied up, I'll be able to see the world differently. I'll be able to see you in a different light.
That's exactly what I want.
Excuse me. There's a telephone call for you, Miss Alexander.
Me?
Yes. If you'd like to follow me, please?
Excuse me.
Of course.
Oh, thank you. Hello?
It's Nora.
What are you calling me here for?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have something very important to tell you. The reason Mr. Whitney invited you to lunch is because he wants that key.
He what?
You do have a key to some sort of safety deposit box, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Take my word for it, please. He has to have that key. He needs 2 keys to open the box. His and the one you own.
So that's what this is all about.
I told you. I have your best interests at heart.
I'll talk to you later.
Well, that was just Geraldine, a little crisis at home.
Oh?
Oh, nothing important. We took care of it. So, where were we?
I was about to say that I think the way to resolve our differences is for me to be certain that you share some of my sentiments toward your late husband. Not that you should hate him or his memory. You were his wife, after all. But I just need to know that you understand why I feel so resentful toward him.
Oh, I do.
I knew you would, since he was so obviously in the wrong. Since he was a thief, a grave robber, a fraud.
Don't you think I know that? I'm not stupid, so my husband was a criminal. But he was very charming, and very lovable. And even though I'm sort of in conflict over it because I didn't really like what he did, I found him very attractive.
I'll grant you his charm if you grant me my complete right to have everything that's mine returned to me. Then you and I can build a new friendship.
But I already gave you everything. I mean, didn't I sign a piece of paper to that effect?
Yes, but there is one small, final detail. It concerns a key.
What key?
One that I left inadvertently in the old coat you wore home the other night. I'd worn the coat myself just a few days before, and I left a key in there, in one of the pockets.
Oh, isn't that funny? Because I looked through all the pockets, and I didn't see any key.
Shine it up, shine it down, spread that glass, plus shine around, shine all around.
If I've got to clean, I want something to show for it. I clean with Glass Plus and show off the shine. Windows to chrome, plus a whole lot more. Look anywhere in my house. There's a shine all around.
Shine it here, shine it there, Glass Plus shines up everywhere.
It shines glass, plus a whole lot more.
When summer brings itchy inflammation, like insect bites, poison ivy, and allergic rashes, scratching can lead to infection. That's why you need Caldicort. 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 With hydrocortisone to stop the itch. Caldicort quickly penetrates into skin with the maximum strength of hydrocortisone allowed without a prescription. So nothing is more effective to help keep you from scratching your itch to infection than Caldicort with hydrocortisone.
On Ryan's home.
Just leave her alone. You're not to see her. You don't call her. You don't remind her you exist. Because from tonight on, you don't.
Ryan's home. Weekdays.
Jody's still asleep.
Oh, Gavin, that's Mike. Could you tell Oscar it's okay?
Sure. It's okay, Oscar. Send him up.
Mike must have something important to tell us if he's come here during his office hours.
Maybe it's a new development.
We will soon find out.
Does anyone want more coffee?
No, thanks. I've had my fill.
Not for me. Thank you.
Well, I'll just keep it on hand in case Mike is interested.
Pietro.
At Hickory Farms of Ohio, we've earned quite a tasty reputation for our beef stick summer sausage. Well, right now, our all-beef favorite is even harder to resist, because we've just sliced $3 off the price of a 3-pound stick, and we'll contribute 75 cents to Jerry's Kids for every stick you buy.
Come to Hickory Farm.
And save on our irresistible beef stick.
We'll give you a taste of old-time country goodness.
These are America's 6 best-selling daily nutritional supplements. This one has more essential nutrients than the others, from A to zinc. Centrum, 4 more vitamins and minerals than Myadec, 5 more than Theragram M, 10 more than 1 a day plus iron, 11 more than 1 a day essential, 13 more than Geritol tablets. Centrum, it's more complete than these other leading brands. Centrum, for nutritional support from A to zinc.
Tonight on Three's Company, Janet and Terry plot to keep Jack from making the mistake of his life when they decide his new Miss Right is all wrong. Then Henry gets scorched when Muriel's mother arrives breathing fire on Too Close for Comfort. After the Hearts become targets for murder when they discover a gold treasure in the wreckage of a sunken yacht. Heart to Heart, tonight on ABC.
Trying to get a good story. After all, part of what makes Spencer a good sportscaster is that he's a good sport.
He's not bad, really.
Spencer Christian, Eyewitness News.